I'm rewatching this film leading up to the film The Marvels, a film that I'm very much so excited for. Please don't think I'm being sarcastic by all means. But, anyways, let's get right into it. I remember going to this movie actually in theaters when it first came out. I've actually seen this movie a few times. I saw it in theaters. I think I saw it again leading up to the big end game, and of course this is, I guess, third time. Maybe third time is the charm for this film. And yeah, let's get right into it. The film that we're talking about is Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is a sci-fi action-adventure film. Carol Danvers becomes one of the universe's most powerful heroes when Earth is caught in the middle of a galactic war between two alien races. Film's runtime is 123 minutes. Film's rating is PG-13 in color. Film's written and directed by Anna Bolden and Ryan Fleck, known for the movies Half Nelson, Sugar, It's Kind of a Funny Story. So, Captain Marvel, let's get right into it. This picture that I saw yesterday. Like I said in the beginning, I've seen this movie multiple times. This is, again, third time watching it, so I'd say maybe third time's the charm. Maybe watching it a third time might give me a new relief of it. And I still, in a way, feel the same like when I first saw the movie. Heck, I think even the second time I saw it. But I think the third time I enjoyed it slightly more, but not too more. Not too much, to a point where I'm like, yeah, I had a great time watching this. The things that I picked up from watching this a third time was the pacing is incredibly fast. I'd say the editing for the film is great because it's very fast paced. I never felt bored by the movie, even though the things that I was watching on screen wasn't anything, let's say, special. But I give the film, there's always something happening, there's always something going on, and I give the film that. It wasn't boring. And I enjoyed the main villain, and Samuel Jackson's always great in this movie. But all around, I still feel that this film is an alright average film. Nothing special, nothing where I'm gonna pick out and say, oh man, this movie had something that the other 20-something movies of Marvel has. This film is not special by any means, and that's what this film has going against it, and down to some of the choices that they made with the main character. And let's get right into it. The performances is, of course, you got Brie Larson as Captain Marvel, our protagonist. She's a hero, very strong. She's considered the most powerful superhero in Marvel, but she's doing her own thing. She gets herself in a situation where she doesn't know her past, and she's trying to figure things out, but also trying to stop the Skrulls from invading. And Brie Larson, in a way, of course, at the time, Brie Larson was definitely not the most liked actress. In a way, she was getting a lot of hate during this time. She still does. But yeah, Brie Larson was getting a lot of hate at the time, so people were definitely, in a way, split with her. And I don't think she had a bad performance. I'm not saying she did a bad job in this movie. She did a damn good job even for what they gave her. But it's just the character of Captain Marvel itself that's just not... There isn't anything you can really pick out and say, oh, I relate to her. She's a good character. She has a lot of things going against her. She's, in a way, like, she's not going through anything. And even though during the movie it very much tells you, like, yeah, she's leveled down the whole movie. But even then, it's not like she's going through some shit, like, character-wise. It's not like she's going through a personal growth or personal anything. She's just like, alright, I'm doing my own thing. Oh, I got superpowers now. Now I'm super powerful and I kick ass. And I have no faults. And that's the issue. In a way, for the character of Captain Marvel, it's just like, she's not going through any struggles that you can really pick out and say, oh yeah, man, she's going through some shit. She's really not. The only thing she's going through is like memory loss, and that is pretty tough. But she's still powerful and she's kicking ass anyway. So it's whatever. It's not really Brie Larson's fault. I'm not giving her any faults by it. It's just like they didn't give her character more leverage and more growth in a way. That's just my opinion. And you also got the antagonist, Ben Mendelsohn, playing the Skrull Talos, and he's great. I think Ben Mendelsohn is probably the gold spot of this movie. He's really good. He's funny even, but also just the character and the growth of the character throughout the movie is really what hooks you in and really is like what makes the movie work for his every time he's on screen, he's always great. He's really good. And you also got Lee Pace returning as Ronan, and yeah, he's there for like a few seconds. He's not really the antagonist of the movie. He's just there. And you also got supportings. You got Samuel Jackson as Nick Fury, young, and I gotta give the VFX artists this. They made him look great. The VFX for Samuel Jackson was amazing to make him look younger, and yeah, he's great. I love Nick Fury. It's cool seeing him young and I guess in Shield, but this was like in the beginning stages, and Nick Fury going through things, and I like seeing Samuel Jackson. He's great. He's a great actor, but I feel like he was a little too jokey for this movie. Like, he's great in the beginning. I feel like he's, as a character, he's more of like comedy relief. I think like in the beginning or not even comedy relief, but like during like the first stages of Marvel Winter Soldier, he seemed like a badass, tough guy. In this movie, it's Nick Fury, but he's just young, and I can't say he's going through some shit. And they do a specific thing in this movie that even third time watching it, I was still like, oh, that's such a stupid thing. But Nick Fury's good. And you also got other characters. Jude Law as the trainer of Captain Marvel. He's cool. I like Jude Law. And you got Annette Bening playing Dr. Wendy Lawson. And yeah, she's cool. I like the actress. I remember seeing her for the first time, I think, in, what was it, American Beauty. She was really good in that movie, and she's good in this movie too. She's funny and cool. And you also got the John Hanso Korath, the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy. The guy's like, who? And yeah, he's in the movie. It's cool seeing him. And you also got Lashana Lynch playing Maria Rambeau, the best friend of Captain Marvel. And yeah, again, they didn't really show the relationship that much. You get little glimpses of it, but not to a point where like, yeah, these guys are best friends in there. They're always having fun and they're cool. Not really. They show glimpses of the past with them together, but other than that, it's alright. But she's fine in the movie. She doesn't pull a bad performance. Gemma Chan, Elemental, playing a character named Minerva. Forgettable as shit. Clark Gregg is so cool seeing him as Agent Coulson. Him younger, has a nice haircut, different hairstyle, and yeah, it's cool seeing Clark Gregg as Coulson. Coulson is the best thing of Marvel, honestly. He's like the best part of course, in the beginning of Phase 1 and shit. Agent Coulson's great. I love him. I love that character so much. And I love him even more when I saw, the show Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and they really give that character some depth. So, yeah, it's cool. All around performances are cool. The direction, it's well made. I give it that. It's a pretty well made film. The script by, of course, those two, and Geneva Robertson Dora. She did, I think, screenplay. She got credits for this film. And the story for the film isn't nothing incredible. It's very average at best. The best parts of the film is, of course, with the Skrulls and their characters, and I guess the back and forth with Samuel Jackson and Brie Larson was pretty fun. But as a story and as a writing, it's pretty average. The music by Pinar Toprak is it's fine. It's not like I'm hearing bad music throughout the movie. It's very sci-fi-esque musical score, but it's fine. Yeah, it's pretty fine. The DP by Ben Davis, of course known for films like Kick-Ass, Guardians of the Galaxy, and 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. And yeah, it's a pretty well shot movie. The man knows how to shoot his film, and the DP did a great job. And yeah, it's pretty well shot. The chemistry is pretty good, and everybody works well together. The Brie Larson and Samuel Jackson have pretty good banter. The editing by Debbie Berman and Elliot Graham, known for movies like The Greatest Game Ever Played, Milk, and Molly's Game. And yeah, the editing for this movie is really good because it goes by very fast, and for a movie that's 2 hours, the pacing's really good. Like I felt like I was engaged the whole movie, even though I was not watching anything spectacular or anything worth mentioning. But it's pretty damn good, very well edited. So I give these two that props, that in 2 hours they make something that is average go by pretty fast. So I'll give it that. And VFX is good, I think, but there's some VFXs that are pretty iffy. And all around, Captain Marvel is alright. It's not shit. It's not terrible. It's not something that I'm like, oh, I gotta see this movie again. I'm surprised I've seen it this many times, to be honest. That's what happens when you rewatch movies for specific movies. But I felt like it was alright. The best parts were Talos, played by Ben Mendelsohn, and Nick Fury's cool. And yeah, and the banter between Samuel Jackson and Brie Larson was pretty fun. But other than that, the story is very average. There wasn't much connection with the character of Captain Marvel where I can really be like, oh yeah, man, I really am feeling for this person. She's, she's going through some shit. Not really. It doesn't really give you that. And in a way, it ends in a way where it's like the final act was just shit. It was just a lot of fighting and a lot of action. And just Captain Marvel, when she gets her power up, she was just fucking like pew pew. Like there was no threat to her at all. And oh, another good part is just the 90s, being in the 90s, seeing the blockbuster videos and some of the things from the 90s. That was pretty cool. I like in the music when they played some of the 90s sounds and songs, and that was cool. All around, I'm gonna give it an average rating, 2 out of 5 stars. I think it will be a better time when you're a little tipsy in a way, but I don't think it's a movie that's bad by all means. It's just very average film. But anyways, those are my thoughts for Captain Marvel. I'll see you guys for the Marvels if it's good. But also, it's a Marvel movie, and I am pretty consistent when it comes to going to the movie theaters and watching a superhero film. So yes, I'll talk about the Marvels, whether it's good or terrible. But my anticipation for that film is just slim to none. Like, if the movie's actually good, that shit would surprise me big time. Very much surprise me big time. But yeah, those are my thoughts.